Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Diana Schriefer, Campus Director for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide Campus at Jacksonville, Florida. It is my privilege to welcome you to the Microsoft and Systems Academy Recognition Ceremony for Cohort 4. It is also a great pleasure to welcome the family and friends who are joining us today from different parts of the country to celebrate this special day. I would now like to ask that you show your respect for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to introduce Major General Chris Cortez, who is joining us today by video messaging. Major General Cortez is the Vice President of Military Affairs at Microsoft, where he leads the company's engagement with veterans and military families as part of its focus on inspiring and developing former service members for roles in the IT industry. General Cortez served for more than 33 years in the U.S. Marine Corps. When he retired in 2004 as a Major General, he had been leading the Marine Corps Recruiting Command in Quantico, Virginia, recruiting more than 75,000 men and women. Before that, he was Director of Operations for the U.S. Pacific Command, overseeing operations for 300,000 military personnel. And he previously commanded Marines at the platoon, company, battalion, and regimental levels, including during Operation Desert Storm. Major General Cortez not only advocates for education, he also mentors others. It's something he did in the Marine Corps and has continued to do at Microsoft. Please welcome Major General Cortez.
Hello, graduates. It's great to be with you. To me, being gathered virtually is a real demonstration of two important things. First, that you've all shown incredible resilience amid change as MSSA classes moved online. And secondly, that you're joining an industry that will evolve significantly through this global pandemic, as people and organizations become more and more reliant on technology. That makes your military background even more valuable. Through my 30 years of service, I've seen time and again how this community bands together when it matters most, how you step up to face adversity together. The presence of each and every one of you here today is proof of your shared contribution to that legacy. And it's that spirit of adaptability and camaraderie that will help you succeed in the next stage of your career. My own career has been a lifetime in the making. In fact, You could say it started before I was even born. In the late 1940s, two Spanish peasant farmers, Juan and Dolores Cortez, my parents, came to the United States with their 4 children. Among other jobs, they worked in the orchards of Northern California. My mom worked the night shift in an onion factory, and my dad worked as many hours as possible as a carpenter. Eventually, I came along, their first child born on U.S. soil, followed by 2 more of my siblings. To say my parents worked hard barely scratches the surface of what they endured. They toiled through scorching summers and cold winters, driven by their ambition to give their children a life of opportunities that they did not have. They knew a better life required better education, and it became clear to me at an early age that a focus on learning would not only improve my prospects and allow me to help others, but it could also enable me to fulfill my dream of serving my country in a meaningful way. That hunger for education and passion for service ultimately inspired me to enlist in the U.S. Marines. And after 33 years as an infantry officer, those same values, plus the lessons and experiences gained in the military, led me to pursue a new career at Microsoft. As I learned firsthand, transitioning from a life in uniform is not easy. The civilian workforce is an entirely different realm with its own customs, principles, and culture. But as I also learned firsthand, veterans can succeed and thrive in the modern workforce. The skills we bring, such as problem solving, leadership, teamwork, and a mission-driven focus, are vital to companies today. But sometimes corporate decision makers and veterans and service members alike need to be reminded of what you bring to the table. That's why we started MSSA, to help equip servicemen and women like you with the tools and training you need to successfully transition to the next phase of your careers, and also to help companies understand just how valuable you are. No doubt the value you bring, especially today as the fight against COVID-19 creates new urgency to harness technology to improve how people live and work. Your skills and training from the military and MSSA have never been so critical. You represent some of the best talent our country has to offer. You have heart. You understand the value of mission. You know just how much can be accomplished swiftly, and when we come together, resourcefully. Take a moment to recognize that and let it sink in. You already have what it takes to succeed in a civilian career. So I'd like to leave you with 4 tactical tips for mastering this new terrain. Number 1, find a mentor. Hopefully you experienced from MSSA just how beneficial it is to have a mentor on your side. Such a relationship doesn't stop being important. A mentor helps you level set, check your assumptions, and learn from their experiences. Second, pursue opportunities that leverage your strengths. If you haven't already, read the book Strengths Finder and take the Strengths Finder assessment. It's well worth it, especially in terms of learning how you can best operate and collaborate in a corporate setting. Third, network, network, network. Use LinkedIn, ask for help, job leads, tips, and introductions from your connections. And don't be shy about reaching out to those you have served with in similar units or have similar backgrounds and experiences. And last, believe in yourself. Like the most rewarding challenges in life, growing your career is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient, be persistent, and put your training to practice. Remember, you are the best recruiter. Your skills and experience will play a critical role in helping our workforce get back on its feet. Believe in that and own it. We're fortunate to live in a time when more and more companies are recognizing the incredible talent in veterans and service members coming out of the military and out of MSSA, specifically MSSA. Not only are you in demand, but your country still needs you. This is your time, and we're lucky to have you in our graduating class of 2020. I wish you all the best, and I believe in you. You can make your dreams come true. God bless each of you, and may God bless America.
Thank you. Thank you, Major General Cortez, for the inspiring remarks. Our next speaker is Dr. John Watrette. Dr. John Watrette, Chancellor for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide, provides leadership and strategic direction that fosters growth, maintains academic integrity, and promotes efficient operations for the worldwide headquarters in Daytona Beach, Florida, and the over 130 campus locations worldwide. Under his leadership, the worldwide campus, which serves more than 23,000 students annually, has earned the top 2 rank in the country by U.S. News and World Report for best online bachelor's programs and has held rank in the top 5 for the last 7 years. Watrette is active with organizations both nationally and internationally, serving as chairman of the board of directors for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Asia in Singapore, as an appointed board member and chair of the University of Florida Online Advisory Board, as an elected member for the Flight Safety Foundation Board of Governors, and as a board member for the Aerospace Alliance. He is also a fellow of the Royal Aeronautical Society and has been a featured speaker and panelist at 7 national and international conferences. A licensed private pilot, he holds a PhD and Master's of Science in Mathematics, both from Texas A&M University, and a bachelor's degree with honors from Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh, Scotland. Please welcome Dr. Watrette.
Congratulations, MSSA graduates. It's great to be sharing this special day with you, your family, and your friends. Although I'm not able to be with you in person to recognize your achievements, I want to tell you how especially proud we are of you all. Every MSSA graduate in every cohort works hard to earn the MSSA diploma. But we are especially proud of you. I commend each and every one of you for your motivation, your hard work, and your resiliency during these challenging times. You have successfully navigated these uncertain times together as virtual teams. You have demonstrated agility, and you have achieved the goals you set out to achieve. All these attributes are key to your success. As you transition out of the military into the civilian world, remember that your military training has provided you with invaluable career skills such as self-discipline, teamwork, communication skills, and the ability to analyze risk. All key attributes valued in technology-related industries. Your days in uniform may be numbered, but your contributions to our country's high-tech economy are just getting started. One of the stories I enjoy sharing involves a young soldier who learned some important skills while serving as a combat engineer at Fort Carson. He had to overcome some challenges, but never gave up. He completed the MSSA program and found a well-paying position close to his home back here in Florida. Now, by all accounts, this young soldier's transition went very well. What makes this young soldier's story one that I really enjoy sharing is that even though he had a good job, he didn't stop learning. Within just a few short years, he completed not only the MSSA program, but also his bachelor's degree and is now working on his master's in information security and assurance, all with Embry-Riddle. He now has a position as a systems engineer in Washington, D.C., When asked why he decided to keep continuing with his education, he stated that each year billions of dollars are lost due to cybercrime, and he wanted to be part of the solution to this problem. Remember that learning is not a destination, it's a lifelong journey. We are proud when you display your Embry-Riddle credentials, but lifelong learning is more than just displaying a diploma on a wall. It is also about the future you plan to create for yourself, for your families, and for our communities. We are experiencing history in this moment, a history that will be talked about for decades, a history that will reshape all of our lives in some way or the other. How we respond and become part of the way forward will define our future for many years to come. My advice to you, continue to be agile, continue to be resilient, become a lifelong learner, and use your knowledge and your skills in such a way that helps create the future we all want to be proud of. Thank you for committing your time and to the MSSA program. We are proud of you. We are proud to call you Eagles. Congratulations to all the MSSA graduates, and my very best wishes for a bright future. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Rattret, for your encouraging remarks. Next, I'm honored to introduce Master Chief Gene Fink. Master Chief Gene Fink joined the Fleet and Family Support Center team on board Naval Air Station Jacksonville. In this capacity, he served as a work and family life consultant, delivering facilitated curriculum and providing one-on-one services in support of transitioning service members and their families. In June of 2016, he accepted the position of Transition Assistance Program Coordinator for Navy Region Southeast. In this capacity, he mentors and provides guidance to 15 military transition sites within the region's area of responsibility. Additionally, he serves as the region's subject matter expert for the Skill Bridge program. Master Chief Fink is unable to be with us today, but he asked that I read his remarks. Good morning, everyone. I would like to offer a special welcome to Mr. Chris Cortez, Microsoft's Vice President of Military Affairs, and Dr. Rattret, Chancellor for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide. I would also like to welcome our distinguished graduates, family, and friends. First and foremost, I would like to thank our graduates for their dedicated service to our country. As a military retiree, I can attest to the sacrifices you have made during your enlisted time. It does not matter the amount of years you have served, but rather how well you have served them. Arduous deployments, chronic separation from family and friends, dreaded mid-watches, and holiday duty days remind us of the sacrifices paid while serving one's country. I am sure everyone here today joins me in expressing this gratitude for your service. So let us give our graduates what may become known as the first MSSA virtual round of applause. Well, there is no doubt these graduates possess a unique character that is displayed in their willingness to serve in the United States military. There is also no doubt in my mind that the military services have expounded upon these characteristics. In the form of hard skills and soft skills, you learned the knowledge, skills, and abilities that would be required for you to perform in the function of your everyday job descriptions. In addition, chances are you have most likely expanded on these hard skills as you assumed additional duties outside of your rating, such as logistics, safety, or the training and development of subordinates. Aside from these technical skills, flexibility, teamwork, integrity, and your ability to solve problems also come to mind. When you couple these skill sets with a sense of commitment, dedication, and your thirst for personal and professional development, these attributes helped to ensure your success in the completion in this rigorous Microsoft Cloud Application Developer Program. I could not be more proud for what each one of you has accomplished. As you continue with your transition to the civilian community, please understand that you are not alone in this process. If you need assistance, reach out. I have known your program manager, Mr. Sean Lewis, for quite some time, and as a retired Chief Petty Officer, he possesses many of the same characteristics I described in you previously. I know he would be the first in line to offer assistance should the need ever arise. After all, that is his character. While I am usually accustomed to meeting each class within your learning environment, our current predicament has prevented me from doing so. In lieu of this, I will be reaching out to each one of you via email later on this week so that we can establish communications. If you ever need assistance, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. Additionally, there are numerous veteran and military services organizations located throughout the local communities within the United States, created with the understanding that it takes a community to assist in the military transition process. I have no doubt that you will be good stewards to the civilian society to which you return. Regardless, please reach out if needed. As you re-enter the civilian sector and reflect on your military service, I only ask that you reflect on the good aspects. Make no mistake, there is no other organization in the world that would afford you the opportunity to attend a 5-day transition assistance class in order to focus on your next great adventure. In addition, they surely would not afford you the opportunity to attend a 9-week course of instruction to gain a certification that allows that next great adventure to become a reality. In considering these facts, I hope we are returning military ambassadors back to the civilian sector that will speak positively about their time in service. Remember, not everyone gets to serve. That is why I have always considered it an honor to do so myself. Once again, thank you for your service and congratulations on your successful completion of the MSSA Academy. Now go forth and do great things. At this time, it is with great pleasure that I introduce Don Mertz, who will speak to you on behalf of the students.
Good morning. Thank you, Diana. Welcome, friends and family. It doesn't seem like 19 weeks ago we were all sitting in the lobby ready to start our adventure of becoming software developers. I have to say, we've had many laughs, struggles, and challenges along the way. So let's go over some of the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good. One of my favorite things each day was walking in and seeing everyone's smiling face, from Diana and Lorraine to John, Elliot, and Sean, as well as my fellow students. Or the feeling when you solved a whiteboard problem and finally understood a concept. Those were the times that lifted our souls. The bad. SQL, VC, Azure, and recursion. And the ugly. Sean finding the coffee pot empty. The great flood of 2020 and the leaky ceiling. And last but not least, finding out about the $3 breakfast and Brandon and I having to eat it in front of Ian and Vinny while they ate their healthy cottage cheese and fresh fruit. We all came together as a team right away and worked hard to make sure each and every one of us succeeded. And I know we will continue to do this in the future. As I think about our time in class, it reminds me of the mother eagle. You see, when a mother is expecting a baby, she builds a nest high in the cliffs made of strong branches and sharp thorns. She then layers the thorns with grass and plucks feathers from her own body until she's almost completely bald to soften the nest and make it comfortable for her young. As her babies begin to grow, she slowly takes the grass and feathers out of the nest so they will not be content living their life in comfort. When the birds learn to fly, she pushes them out of the nest and lets them fall. As the eagles fall, they seem to think that this is the end and they cannot survive. At the last minute, she catches them and returns them to the nest to try again. We can relate to the nest as John, Elliot, and Sean slowly took away our comfort zones and made us fly. We can also relate to helplessly falling to our demise, also known as whiteboarding in front of you, Jin. We all came from different backgrounds and different comfort zones, but now we must fly out into the industry and trust our wings. And it's okay if every now and again you have to take a Troy and just go for a 30-minute walk, or a Kiera and take a small vacation in the middle of term 1. You see, it's all about continuing to move forward. I will truly miss the encouraging words of wisdom from Karima, "You so stupid," and the tall handsomeness that is James. Or when John says it should take us 4 hours to complete a project, and 2 minutes later, James says, "I'm done." I will miss Logan, the code master. I don't think that's right, Don. Thank you, Garrett, for making us worldly. I know you are going to be very successful. Brandon, for introducing us to the importance of troubleshooting the F-35. Adam, the quiet genius who all led us to many breakthroughs. Kendrick and the virtual mechanic. Zach with his epic beard and voice that put us at ease each time he told a story. Joseph and Sung are Marines who struggled to log onto their computers but could do a zillion pull-ups. Vinny, who left us in the trenches taking grenades to go work for Amazon. And Ian, who kept us laughing. I will miss each and every one of you as we move on to the next chapter in life. But I do know we will stay in touch and catch each other when we fall. Thank you to all the wives, husbands, girlfriends, and boyfriends out there who supported us over these last 19 weeks and made us successful. And thank you to John, Sean, and Elliot for teaching us to fly.
Thank you for your candidness and leadership, Don. At this time, it is time to present the letters of recognition to our students. The recognition represents months of constant work, diligence, and effort. James Beeling. James has served in the United States Navy for 14 years. He is a fire controlman first class that works on the Phalanx Close and weapon systems. His most recent duty is Defensive Systems Operator, instructor at the Littoral Combat Ship Training Facility, and is still on active duty until June 16th. He is currently working with Robert Half to find job opportunities after his transition is complete. Troy Brennan. Troy served in the United States Navy for 4 years. He served as an aviation technician and aeronautical welder on the USS Iwo Jima. Troy is hoping to find a software development, web development position with a future employer. Vincent Caraco. Vincent served in the United States Navy as an electronics technician for 6 years aboard the USS Philippine Sea. He is currently working as a systems development engineer apprentice on the AWS AppStream team for Amazon. Logan Ferguson. Logan served in the United States Air Force for 6 years. He served as an aerospace maintenance craftsman and flying crew chief on the MC-130H and C-130J airframes. Logan is currently looking for job opportunities as a full-stack software engineer in the big city of Indianapolis, in the great state of Indiana, from which he originates. Ian Gamble. Ian served in the United States Navy as an electronics technician, reaching the rank of second-class petty officer. His primary duty was overseeing and managing the microelectronics repair division on the USS Philippine Sea. He has pending opportunities with Microsoft and Nevada. Garrett Glaspie. Garrett served in the United States Navy for 4 years. He served as an aviation structural mechanic. Garrett is pursuing employment opportunities as a software developer. Karima Jackson. Karima has proudly given 20 years of honorable service to our nation as a Navy sailor. She serves as Chief Information Systems Technician, Information Warfare, Surface Warfare, Air Warfare, and is retiring this June into a career as a network engineer or systems engineer with a specialty in software development. She thanks God, her husband, daughters, and mother for their support during her journey through the MSSA program and her final transition from naval service. She'd also like to thank her classmates, instructor, and Sean Lewis for their dedication to her success during this time. Adam Jimenez. Adam served in the United States Army for 4 years as an infantryman in the 75th Ranger Regiment. Adam has received an employment opportunity as a cybersecurity engineer with Banner Health. Joseph Kataya. Joseph served in the United States Marine Corps for 5 years. He joined as an aviation communications systems technician and transitioned out honorably as a corporal. Joseph currently is working with Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University and seeking employment. Sung Kim. Sung is currently serving in the Marine Corps with the separation date of June 19th. He served as a marksmanship coach as well as a maintenance supervisor. Sung's intent is to work as a developer and pursue a master's in business administration with the minor and specialty in computer science. Zachary Kissinger. Zach served in the United States Navy for 6 years. He served as a third-class hospital corpsman working in healthcare and healthcare administration. Zach is currently studying with Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University and is awaiting results from his final round interview with Amazon, which will be released May 22nd. Zach will be remembered for his wild beard from the start of the cohort, never trimmed, never tamed. He would say to all of you, may the force be with you always. Brandon McDowell. Brandon served 8 faithful years in the United States Navy. During his service, Brandon functioned in numerous roles, including his service at the Navy's inaugural Joint Strike Fighter F-35C Command. Brandon is currently a student at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University and has received an employment opportunity at Andromeda Systems Incorporated. Kendrick McPherson. Kendrick served in the United States Navy for 7 years. He served in several capacities, culminating as a first-class petty officer working as an infantry systems technician. Kendrick has accepted an employment opportunity at Zachary Piper Solutions in Redmond, Washington. Donald Mertz. Don served in the United States Army as an armor crewman for 20 years. He culminated his career as a tank master gunner and company first sergeant. He has employment opportunity with AFLAC and is married to his beautiful wife, Shelley, and they have 3 children, Zoe, Aubrey, and DJ. Kiara Reeves. Kiara served in the United States Navy for 2 years. She served as a virtual launching systems gunner mate and was able to achieve the rank of E5 within her 3rd year of Navy service. Currently, she is pursuing a career in software development while learning various languages outside of her coursework. She will be attending college next semester at the University of North Florida to complete a Bachelor's of Science degree in Business Administration. Congratulations to all our recognized students. Please join me in giving them a hand for this outstanding achievement.
guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our virtual recognitions. Have a great day, and to our students, we wish you a bright and happy future. Please remain with us for a few minutes while we end our ceremony by playing the U.S. Armed Forces medley. Thank you.